Welcome aboard, everybody. It's Captain D. Today we're going to fly the TorqueSim Cirrus SR22 TN from Salt Lake City down to Wendover, Utah. It is about a 95-mile flight. Our flight plan today is going to be TCH VOR direct at 12,000 feet. We are flying this flight today on PilotEdge, so we should have full ATC. Weather is clear. Light and variable winds most of the way, so we could have done this VFR, but I decided just to go ahead and keep it IFR to make things just a little bit simpler in dealing with the Salt Lake class Bravo. I know it's been a couple of weeks, life's been a little hectic. I will try to be a little bit more consistent with the videos, but as everybody knows, sometimes life just throws you a curveball. I do want to mention that there will not be any more Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 videos for a while. I did the 2 airport videos, and then I had planned to do a video discussing all the aircraft and the flight dynamics, and to be honest, I'm just not that impressed with it, and there's a lot of updates that have came out since it debuted. So I thought, rather than jumping on the bandwagon and making basically another version of a bunch of videos that's already out there, I will wait a while and see how things improve before we revisit the flight dynamics and things like that. That doesn't mean there's not going to be any flights done in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I probably will do some flights because it is a pretty good VFR sim, but it's just, in my opinion, a little too much eye candy and not enough attention paid to the flight dynamics and physics of things. And again, that's just my personal opinion. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get out to the airplane and pull the chocks and get things started. Hope you enjoy the video. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe and click that little notification bell so you're aware when I do upload new videos or live streams. Alright, so we're back in the airplane. I've got the engine started. We'll go ahead and call for our clearance. Salt Lake clearance, November 22 Charlie Delta.
November 22 Charlie Delta, Salt Lake clearance.
22 Charlie Delta, looking to pick up our IFR to Wendover.
November 2 Charlie Delta, Salt Lake West, standby. Cirrus 2 Charlie Delta, advise 1, ready to copy with amendment.
22 Charlie Delta, we're ready to copy.
Cirrus 2 Charlie Delta, cleared to Wendover Airport via directors to Victor 32, Bonneville, that's Bravo Victor Lima, direct. Maintain 10,000, expect 12,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.5, squawk 7413.
22 Charlie Delta is cleared, radar vectors, Victor 32, and then I didn't get the waypoint there, and then direct, so if you could repeat that. 10,000, expect 12,000, 135.5, 7413 in the box.
Cirrus 2 Charlie Delta, Victor 32 to Bonneville, that's Bravo Victor Lima, rest of feedback direct.
Bravo Victor Lima, direct for 22 Charlie Delta.
Eugene Tower, November 272, Quebec Lima, holding short, runway 16 left on Bravo.
November 272, Quebec Lima, Eugene Tower, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 left, to Quebec Lima.
Alright, so a little bit of an amendment to our flight plan here. Give me just a moment here to get that put in there.
Advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray. Salt Lake City International Airport.
8 disinformation X-ray. 2154 Zulu. Wind 320 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2000. Temperature 28. Dew point 2. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 5. Arriving and departing runways 32, 34 left, 34 right, 35. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information X-ray.
Alright, we have information X-ray, and as some of you might notice over here, I've got this like transparent black box. I'm running FS Economy, and for some reason that box shows up and I haven't figured out how to get rid of it yet. So, kind of annoying, but it doesn't really cause any problems, so we're just going to go with it. Salt Lake Ground, November 22 Charlie Delta, ready to taxi with X-ray.
November 22 Charlie Delta, Salt Lake Ground, safe position.
General aviation for 22 Charlie Delta.
November 2 Charlie Delta, runway 35, taxi via Kilo.
35 via Kilo for 22 Charlie Delta. Salt Lake Tower, November 22 Charlie Delta, holding short 35, ready to go.
November 2 Charlie Delta, Salt Lake Tower, turn left heading 260, runway 35, good for takeoff.
Left 260, cleared for takeoff, runway 35, 22 Charlie Delta.
Helena Tower, extra 12 Charlie, clear runway 9er.
Extra 12 Charlie, taxi to parking via Delta Charlie, this frequency, have a good day.
Taxi park at Delta Charlie, stand this frequency, have a good day, 12 Charlie.
A little bit of back pressure. A little bit of a rough takeoff there, but hey, we're airborne. We're on our 260 heading, climbing through 5,000 feet for 10,000.
November 2 Charlie Delta, contact departure.
Marquette 212 Mike Hotel is 8 miles to the north, descending through 1700 inbound to land with Foxtrot.
Number 2 Sierra Delta, contact departure. Number 212 Mike Hotel, Helmet Tower, Roger, looking for runway 13 or 31.
31 is okay for me. Trail to Mike Hotel.
Number 2 Mike Hotel, runway 31, clear to land, wind 120 at 7.
31, clear to land, Marquette to Mike Hotel.
Number 2 Sierra Delta, Salt Lake, departure via contact. Climb and maintain 12000.
Alright, so we've been cleared up to 10,000. Well, I hope everyone is enjoying their day. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon.
Treatment Tower, Cirrus 787 Papa Golf is inbound, descending through 10,600, 7 miles to the northwest for the full stop. With Foxtrot.
787 Papa Golf, Hello Tower, runway 31, clear to land. Number 2, following Marquette on island base.
Number 2, clear to land on runway 31, 787 Papa Golf has the Marquette inside.
Tucson International, this is Skyhawk, November 4, Victor Yankee, about 20 miles east of your airfield with Avis Charlie, request inbound for landing.
Skyhawk 4, Yankee Tucson Tower, contact approach 125.7.
Alright, so we're just about to Victor 32. We should get an on course here shortly.
Want me to go over approach 125.7, for Victor Yankee.
Affirmative. Number 2 Sierra Delta, 7 miles from Osage. Join Victor 32.
Join Victor 32 for 22 Charlie Delta.
Prescott, clearance, Kayak 23, Golf Victor, request clearance for flag stop.
Skyhawk 23 Golf Victor, Prescott column. Clear to Flagstaff Airport via ready access to brake. Then as filed. Maintain 10,000. Expect 11,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.57. Squawk 2303.
Over 10,000, oxygen on.
Squawk 23, Golf Victor is clear to Flagstaff via direct and then as filed. Please say again the altimeter, sorry, the altitude and the frequency. Tucson approach, this is Skyhawk November 4 Victor Yankee at 8,000. Contact me for Tucson International request.
Skyhawk 4 Victor Yankee Tucson approach, squawk 3247.
Squawking 337, 4 Victor Yankee.
Number 3 Golf Victor, which part did you not copy us again?
I did not copy the altitude.
Alright, we're
Initial
leveling off
altitude
at
is 10,000
12,000.
feet, and then I didn't copy.
No, Michigan 6 Purple, maintain 10,000, you can expect 11,000 5 minutes after departure.
Thank you. So Scout 23 Golf Victor is clear to Flagstaff via Derek, and then is 5, climb to 10,000 feet. We expect 1,000 feet 5 minutes after departure. Squawk 2303 and frequency 33.57.
Feedback correct. Located to Mike Hotel, taxi to parking via Bravo, this frequency, have a good day.
With this frequency, Mark 82 Mike Hotel, have a nice day.
Alright, so we're 57.5 miles
Victor
from
Yankee,
Bonneville.
1-2 miles east of Tucson Lake, straight in to runway 29 right.
We've got an estimated time in flight of
Straight
27
in for
minutes.
29 right. For Victor Yankee.
We're getting 172 knots over the ground with a 7-knot headwind.
November 2 Charlie Delta, contact Salt Lake Center 133.25.
123.25 for 22 Charlie Delta.
Yes, that's 133.25.
133.25 for 22 Charlie Delta. Center November 22 Charlie Delta, 12,000 on course.
November 2 Charlie Delta, Salt Lake Center, Wendover altimeter 2997. Advise when you have the weather and approach request.
2997, we'll get the weather and advise of approach, 22 Charlie Delta. Alright, so the weather is favoring runway 8, so we're going to do the RNAV GPS approach into runway 8. Center November 22 Charlie Delta, we have destination weather and we would like vectors for the RNAV runway 8.
November 2 Charlie Delta, I have your request.
Alright, so here's the chart for runway 8. Our missed approach is climbed to 9,000, direct Bonneville, Vortac, and hold. Continue climb and hold to 9,000. So I requested vectors starting
That's not full, we think. Looks like you're running runway 29 right
okay.
still.
Don't know if they're going to give us
been the one on the left side. Taxi to parking straight ahead. This frequency, have a good day.
Be down to about 9,400 for landing.
No problem.
With about 50 miles to go and estimated 12 minutes. Well, that's not right.
Skyhawk 23 Golf Victor, left ground. Runway 21 right, station 21 left. Taxi via Charlie, cross runway 12 at Charlie.
12 minutes to Bonneville. That's right. There we go. So I've got about 70 hours in this SR22 since I put out the first video. I have to say it's a great airplane. I haven't changed my opinion of it at all. I do notice a few things that need to be fixed, and there's actually a beta version out now. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to get access to it, but they've fixed the problem. Sometimes when you're taxiing, the engine will just die, and sometimes your oil temperatures and pressures get all out of whack, and you get a constant warning you can't get rid of, and then that strange noise in the cockpit when you turn off the engine are all issues that are being addressed with the update. They're also adding visual effects for rain and icing, which will be kind of cool. So once the update comes out and it's live and no longer a beta, unless I get access to the beta for some reason, I will put out another review video going over the changes that are made.
November to Quebec Lima taxi to parking via Alpha this frequency. Have a good day.
This ortho scenery for the state of Utah, done by Forkboy, is absolutely stunning. Makes the desert environment look pretty cool. Again, I apologize for that stupid square. If anybody else has encountered that square and knows how to get rid of it, I would definitely appreciate a hint on how to deal with that. Kind of some weird shadows there, like a stripe thing. That's different. I've never noticed that before. And I am running Xplane 5.0 release 3, I think it is, whatever the latest one is. So we picked up some speed. We're getting 185 over the ground now, with an actual 2-knot tailwind. So it looks like the wind switched directions on us. We're not going to complain.
November 2 Charlie Delta depart Bonneville heading 270, vector to Hatlow.
Depart Bonneville at vector 270 for 22 Charlie Delta. Alright, so I've got 270 programmed in the heading bug. And we are 28.2, or 20, yeah, 20 miles from Bonneville. Sometimes those zeros look like 8s.
Loud and clear. November 220 Sierra from Springs delivery clear to Colorado Springs Airport. We are ready vectors to Black Forest, that's Bravo Romeo Kilo, direct, maintain 10,000, departure frequency 124.0, squawk 3227. Feedback correct.
Only me and forward start area towards set.
Number 23 Golf Eagle Pascal Alpha heading 200, runway 21 left, go for takeoff. Heading 200. You will want to remain from Sagan.
We're just starting RV for it.
You will want to remain from Roger, rating altimeter 2987.
87, thanks. Only me enough.
Alright, we are 6 miles from Bonneville. Once we hit Bonneville, we've been instructed to turn to 270, which will be vectors for the approach. And I've got the field in sight right out in front of us, so I think what we'll probably just do is go ahead and cancel. Center November 22 Charlie Delta, we have the field in sight, go ahead and cancel IFR.
Alliance 1, ready to copy.
Center 22 Charlie Delta has field in sight, go ahead and cancel.
Number 2 Charlie Delta, IFR cancellation received. Squawk VFR, change to advisory frequency approved, we'll see you.
Squawking and talking VFR, thanks for the service, 22 Charlie Delta.
Number 220 Sierra Uniform, clear to Denver Airport. The other vectors to Dane, that's Alpha Delta Alpha November Echo.
Wendover traffic, Cirrus SR22, turning base runway 12 full stop. Wendover. over traffic, November 22 Charlie Delta, clear of the runway. So we made it on the ground safe and sound. Parking brake set. Mixture cut off. Ignition to off. Battery 1, battery 2, alternator. We'll leave the strobe on. I hope everyone has enjoyed the flight. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe and stay tuned for future flights. I welcome all comments below, just let's make sure we keep them a little professional. But feel free to make fun of that parking job. I should have pulled forward quite a bit. My bad.